Welcome to another episode of Full Pelt Adventures. It's the 2nd of July 2023, Sunday morning. It is bloody cold. Let's have a look how cold it is. Probably about 9 degrees, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 9 degrees Celsius. Got my heated grips on. Just recently installed heated grips. They're whites heated grips, and they are working beautifully. So I've just got like basically summer gloves on, and these are the Alpine Star copper gloves. Great lightweight glove, really good with the smartphone usage. And to be wearing these summer gloves at 9 degrees Celsius is a real treat. My hands are beautiful and warm. Anyway, the reason for this trip is I'm on the T700 and I'm all loaded up. Because today we're doing a bit of a shakedown run for a big trip up to Cape York. Now, Cape York is 3,000 kilometres from Melbourne as the crow flies. So it's around about, it'll be nearly 4,000 k by the time we get there. And then it's another 4,000 on the way home. So, just going to check, all good. Yes, I'm off to Hal's place. Now there's 5 of us going on this trip. There's Hal and Jeff, Aussie Bob and Barry, and of course myself. So 5 of us on this trip. And we're having a little bit of a get together today. Just jump on the bikes, have them sort of loaded up roughly how it's going to be on the trip. And yeah, just fine tune what we're going to take, what we're not going to take, and getting used to handling the bike with all this weight on board. So we're just going through Lancefield here. There's a Lancefield pub, fantastic meals in there. Dirt bike riders. Yeah, so I've got Hal in front of me. He's on his new BMW GS 1250 Trophy. And I've got Bob and Jeff behind me. Bob's on his Triumph Tiger 900. And Jeff's on his GS 1250 as well. So we're on our way to Heathcote, meet up with Barry, and then we'll hopefully have a little bit of a catch up there. Yeah, so I've got Hal at the front, Bob in the middle, and Jeff just in front of me there. Bob hasn't loaded his bike up. He's pretty happy with his setup, so he wasn't bothering today, but the other guys, just like myself, sort of loaded up how they're pretty much going to travel on this trip. So Jeff and Hal booked in for BMW Safari, which is running from Cairns through to Darwin in 2023. And then I think next year it will run from Darwin through to Broome. But yeah, that's how this whole trip has come about. Jeff and Hal were going up to Cairns to do that run with BMW, and they thought that they'd go a week early and ride up to Cape York and back while they're up there, and then get on the safari after doing that. And that's what sparked my interest, because getting to Cape York's always been a bucket list thing of mine to do. And I asked if I could tag along with them on the way up to the top and back, or back down to Cairns with them, and they were happy for me to do that. And then I just threw it out to Bob. Bob's got family, and I do too, in Brisbane, and I said, Bob, you want to tag along with us? You can go to peel off to Brisbane on the way up, and then I'll catch Bob on the way back down. because Brisbane's roughly about halfway. And Bob then got, I'm pretty excited about going to Cape York as well, so that's how it all came about. So the four of us that decided, yep, we're all going to go to Cape York. And then I was mentioning it to Chappie about our ride, because Chappie went to Cape York last year with Barry, and well, Barry actually didn't get to the top, he'd injured himself. Yeah, so Barry and Chappie got to Cairns, and they had just departed Cairns, and not far out of Cairns Barry had a minor accident on his bike. He had a T700 at the time, hurt his ankle, so he rested up for a week in Cairns, and Chappie went up to Cape York and back on his own. And then by the time Chappie got back, yeah, Barry was okay to ride, and then they continued on with their ride through to Darwin, across to Broome, and back home again. So it was a 6-week trip for them. So anyway, when speaking to Chappie about our trip, and he'd actually mentioned it to Barry, that what we were doing, and Barry sort of got in contact with us, and yeah, he was interested in tagging along with us, and we said yeah, fine. So that's how the 5 of us have got to get on this trip, or started planning for this trip. So as a consequence of all that, we've been having Zoom meetings every Wednesday for the last 3 or 4 weeks, just talking about things, booking our accommodation, and talking about the trip, what we're going to take. And Bob, Hal and Jeff haven't physically met Barry yet, so they've seen him and talked to him over the Zoom, but haven't physically met him. So we just thought we'd do a ride. It's 3 weeks away from departure date, and so we're going to meet Barry at Heathcote. So we're meeting Barry at the bakery here for a coffee, hot chocolate, whatever's going. Barry's got a fairly new KTM 1290. It's really good to see that. And there it is. So here's a look at the bikes, guys. And here's Barry. There's Barry's bike.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, good. Barry, yourself?
Yeah, good.
Alright. Oh, we've got some fans already.
This is what we struck all the way around.
Sorry?
This is what we struck.
Oh, okay, yep.
Right.
Yep.
Conversation every turn and stop.
Yep. Yep. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, we just pulled up here. I'll just have a quick look at Barry's bike. Beautiful Adventure R, and then Hal's GS Trophy, and then the R1250, Bob's Tiger over there, and the Tenere. So give you a quick look at the Tenere as well. Now this is, you know, pretty much how it's going to be loaded up. We've even got fuel in the bladders there, but we'll talk about that later. I just particularly want to have a talk to Jeff and about his GS, because Jeff is not going to be here long. He's got to nick back home. But this is the crew here. Yeah, so we're really looking forward to it. And as Barry just alluded to, everywhere where Chappie and Barry went on their big trip, they were always stopped by people asking where they're headed and all the rest of it. Okay guys, I'm just going to have a quick talk to Jeff about his bike and his setup, and Hal just gave me a beanie, Honda beanie, so yeah, it's good beanie. Alright Jeff, how you going mate?
I'm going well.
Alright, so we're going to talk about your bike.
Yep.
So just tell us what your bike is. What year is this, Jeff?
It's a 2020.
Yep.
1250 GSA.
Yep. How many Ks you got on it?
24,000 at the moment.
Yeah, no worries. All right, and your BMW trip, how many k's is that going to be all up? You know, going to Cape York and all that.
The whole trip will be about 12,500.
Yeah.
12,500 to 13,000. So the safari itself's about 7.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So the rest will be going up there and back.
So Bob, Barry, and I'll do about 8, but you're going to do 8,000, but you're going to do about 12.
12.5 at least.
Okay.
I'd say.
All right. So we'll have a quick look at your setup first, and this, you know, the bike's going to be close to how it's going to be on the trip.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
So we'll start with, you've got on the tank bag there. What do you got there?
So tank bags, just, I mean, in case of emergency type stuff on top. So just you know, personal details in case of there's a, you know,
yep.
any emergencies required. You know, breakdown or whatever, or you know, if they find you unconscious, whatever.
Yep.
But the tank bag will just be the personal stuff. It'll just be the sunglasses, you know, wipe, maybe a bottle of water, that type of thing in it.
Yep.
It's a lockable one if I need to lock it. I don't normally.
Yep. That's in the givey. So let's just have a look at your rear setup here, mate. So we'll start. You want to start with the Nelson rig?
Well, the Nelson rig's a newie. So last safari I just took a backpack, effectively with multiple pockets in it. But this is slightly larger, and what I'm trying to do is get away with 2 panniers only, and that.
Yeah.
These are the Moscow units. I've got a Moscow duffel as well, but I'm hoping not to take that. So one is purely set up with so sleeping gear, you know, camping gear. So in there is a tent, sleeping bag, sleeping mattress, you know, small cooking, you know, small cooker.
Yep.
This one will be more clothes and stuff like that we need. Maybe a couple of cans of food, whatever. And then this one will be for tools and tubes and stuff like that. I mean, tubes, we don't need them on the tubeless bike, but just in case. This is emergency. Small toolbox under there.
Oh yeah, just at the side there's a toolbox. Yeah. So do you know how many litres these are? Are they the same bag? Are they exactly the same?
Because of the exhaust, they're the same bag but different size. So this is a 35 litre.
Yeah, because that does look bigger, that one. Yeah.
And then a 25 on the exhaust side.
Oh yep, yep. So sort of.
And then they've got pockets front and rear. Now at the moment I've got the wet weather gear in there. Yeah. I'll put a chair in the front one. I've actually got a water bladder, 8 litres of water 4 litres of water that I stick down.
Oh yeah.
Down one of the pockets.
Yeah, these pockets are really bloody handy, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, you can stick snacks and whatever else.
Oh yeah, there's these
yeah, and then
ground sheet.
You stick anything that's wet and dirty just down the side. So
yeah, and that's pretty much it, which is good.
The bike's pretty well stocked. We've gone back to universal tyres for the trip up to Cairns. We'll then put knobbies on to do the Cape, and hopefully they'll do us for the safari as well.
Yeah. And
then I don't think we'll need any. I reckon we'll get home on those, but if we need to, we'll change it, because when we come home from Darwin, we'll come down by Birdsville.
Okay, so let's just talk about that. So what tyres are you running? Are these these are
the Anikis. These were the originals that came with the bike.
Oh, yep. Okay.
They're very much a universal, but they'll be fine for the trip up.
Yeah, because it's only about 3,000 to up to Cairns, something like that, isn't it? Just shy of 3,000.
Yeah.
So they'll get you to Cairns, and then they're going to do the tyre change.
And these tyres have been on and off the bike a few times.
Oh yeah, that's a Michelin. Yeah, Michelin Aniki. Oh, get my thumb out of the way. Aniki something.
Aniki Adventure.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, fairly road biased tyre.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing that on my T700. I'm just going to go back to the Pirelli STR on my bike.
For the road trip up there.
Yeah, because it's predominantly going to be on the blacktop.
That's right.
All right, so you've got some driving lights. You've got that's a Garmin XT, is it?
Yep. Well, it's a Nav 6 as BM call it, but that's integrated. So yeah, bike standard in terms of that. It's got the standard lights on it. The only thing I will do is we've just got some lights on order, so we'll just stick some extra driving lights on it, just in case we get caught at night. They're already on hulls. You can see the lights that'll go on it.
And what helmet have you got here? You got a Nolan?
I've got a couple. That's a Nolan. This is, it's got the detachable
the
face on it. So
part,
I think I'll take that one, because if it gets a bit warm, particularly when we're only cruising around,
you can
then I might detach
that off. Okay, so a Nolan.
And it's got the integrated centre.
Oh, okay, yep. So that's good. So you don't have to have the So that's that just there, is it? Oh yeah,
so
there's
the
the
centre's
centre.
integrated.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
it actually charges through the back of the helmet. There's a charge point in here.
Oh yeah, okay, wow.
So that's integrated, so we'll use that.
All right.
That's
All right,
about
Jeff,
it.
you're yeah. So you're
all set.
all pretty much set to go. All right, thanks,
Looking
mate.
forward to it.
Yeah, so am I. So am I.
Jeff, smile.
Did you get it?
Did you put it away? Alright, just about to jump on, leaving Gaffney's Bakery in Heathcote, a few other adventure bikes here too. There's Barry on his 1290, Hal on his 1250, Mighty Tiger 900 and the T7. Let's go. Yeah, so we're just leaving Heathcote now. We're heading to Lake Cooper. It's supposed to be a little picnic area there, so we might stop there and do a bit of videoing. Just have a look at the other bikes. Jeff's gone home, so we'll go for a little bit of a ride. Yes, I just got Barry here on his 1290. What a cool looking bike this is. Got the KTM jacket and pants. Looks pretty good. Super Adventure R, have a look at that. The Mighty Tiger 900. Man, that is a good bike. Got the Acro exhaust on it there. All the crash bars, I'm assuming they're just the Triumph panniers on there, but we'll have to talk about that as well. Got a Dionysi jacket, the Rye Adventure helmet. Was it the EC XD4? It's got written on the back of it. Let's just get up beside Hal. There's Hal. He's got the dry rider gear on. I don't think he'll be running that on the trip. I think he's got climb, but we'll have a talk to him about that. He's got a Nolan helmet. Gibby bags. So yeah, we'll have a closer look at that big Nelson rig on the back. Okay, so we're just heading into Lake Cooper. You can see that ahead of us there. So hopefully there's a picnic area down here. Okay guys, we've arrived at Lake Cooper. Nice little spot here. You can see the lake, there's the bikes there. I've got them all lined up. And here's Hal, so I'll have a talk to Hal first. How you going, Hal?
G'day, Pete. How you doing? Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah. So mate, let's have a quick look at your bloody trophy. This is a beautiful bike, Hal. Hopefully I'll do a review on this at some stage when we get some time. But so, how long have you had this now, Hal?
Got it in April this year. It's a build date November 22, but it's a 23.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
23. Yeah.
So it's only 2 months old-ish, something like. Sorry.
It's just a baby.
It is. It is. How many K you got on it, Hal?
Nearly 3.
Nearly 3,000. Yep. So yeah, like we spoke to Jeff, you're going to be doing 12,000 on this trip.
Yeah.
All right, Hal, just tell us. Okay, let's just go through your bike now.
Yeah.
So let's start with the tank bag, or what have you got there?
Got a jiggy tank bag which is removable and clicks on quite easily.
Yep. Is that the same as Jeff's? Jeff's running the same
Jeff's is
or similar?
lockable. This, yeah.
Oh yeah. So that
Works the same
just show
way.
me the bottom of it.
Just.
Oh
And
yep.
Now,
Yeah,
now to fill up and then to get on. And that's it.
Clicks on. Yep.
Away you go.
Okay.
Yeah, great unit.
Yep.
Yeah, the only difference between mine and Jess is Jeff can lock it, so you can't get it off unless you unlock it.
Yep. And up on the bars, you've got the bark buster.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah,
They
it's
are
pretty
so
good. So they just wrap around.
Wrap around the VIP
Handguards.
handguard, the whole deal.
Yep. So they look pretty good. And they'll keep the the rain and wind off your hands. So they're pretty good. Not bad. Yeah, your double takes.
Double takes.
Oh, that was Why is that one up like that? Is there a reason?
I like it.
Yeah, no, and I thought so. I thought
I
you get a good view out the back with it just sort of upright like that.
Yeah, and I've got my chubby buttons here.
Yeah, just chubby. So what does that do, Hal?
That scans through the phone. That was mainly for open road mapping.
Yep.
So you can, scan forward and backwards on open road mapping.
Yep.
But also it takes over the phone. You can skip through your music and so forth.
So at the moment it's just like Jeff. You're running the Anarchy Adventure tyres.
Yep.
You're going to run those up to
Cairns, and then
Cairns,
we put the TKC 80s
80s, yep.
on.
So that's fairly new, is it?
Yeah, well, they were the tyres that came with it. I've been running TKCs, and obviously the Continental sticker on there. I usually run Continentals.
Yep.
This is a new addition,
Yep.
these co-lights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which look pretty good, and I've just got to finish off the wiring on it.
Yep.
But they rave about them. They're a flood and a spotlight. As you can see, you've got 4 floods.
Yep.
And you've got a spot.
Okay. There's Marky Mark's sticker.
Yep.
They look good, don't they? Hello, Mad Catters. And
headlight protector, which you can flip that up, and also get access into there.
Yep. Okay, well let's just talk about your bag setup. So, look quickly, you got your steg pegs.
Yeah, got the steg pegs, got the
pivot pegs. Yep.
And I've got the Miles Davis
Yep.
brake extension.
Yep. We'll raise that up and down.
Like that.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yep. And what's this seat?
That's a take off of the air vent.
Air Hawk, was it?
Yep, air hawk or air vent.
Yep.
It's called.
Yep.
Just really keeps your bum cool, and also keeps it dry.
Yep. So at the back you've got some givey bags here, right?
Yep.
So how many litres are these, do you know?
They're 35.
35. Oh yeah, 35 Canyon.
Canyon.
Yep.
And then I've got an additional bag, which is another part of the Canyon product range.
What would they be, about 7 litres?
Yeah, they're about 7 litres.
Something like that. So you haven't got this fully packed yet, but this is roughly sort of how you're going, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got your Helinox chair slid in there.
Yep.
You've got the large Nelson rig on the back as well, which can raise up and extend if you need to. And then the same on the other side. Oh yeah, just quickly your helmet. You're running a Nolan helmet.
Yeah, Nolan.
Yep.
Which is good if I want to go open face.
Oh yeah, this is like Jeff's as well. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, look at that.
That comes off quite easily.
How good is that?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty impressive to do that.
Yep.
Wow. Now, you won't be wearing your dry rider, will you? You've got some climb.
Yeah, I've got
climb. Yeah.
Ballard, is it, or Badlands?
Oh, Badlands.
Badlands.
Yeah.
Badlands. I'll be wearing that on the trip.
Yep.
It's all Gore-Tex.
Yep.
So it's fully waterproof. And, I've already tested it out.
That all works well.
It's pretty protective.
All right.
It's good.
All right. Well, thanks, Hal.
Worries,
that's a bit of a rundown of your setup and what you're going to be doing. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
See ya. Okay, rider number 3, because I've already talked to Jeff and Hal. How you going, Bob?
I'm good, Pete.
You excited?
Good. I am pumped.
Yeah.
3 weeks' time, I'll be even more pumped.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? We're counting down to days now. All right, Bob. Now let's just talk about your bike, mate. What do you got here?
This is a 2020 Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Does it get any better than this?
it's a mouthful.
It doesn't get any better than this, does it?
I love it.
Yep.
It's a great bike for this sort of touring. I've toured on it to Queensland before. I've done part of Victoria trip as well, so it does the job. Really looking forward to riding this thing. So
In comfort.
yeah, it's got some nice tricks to it.
Yeah, because you've got a T7 as well, haven't you, mate?
Yes, a T7.
And this, this sort of ride, it'll be a lot more comfortable on this, won't it?
This will,
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so you haven't got your bags on the back, but just talk about, okay, we'll go to the tank bag to start with. Obviously, Nelson rig.
This is a Nelson rig tank bag.
Yep.
So I've got the same sort of bag on other bikes, another bike, or the T7 as well.
Yep.
So it's pretty good. Keep all my little bits and pieces in.
Yep.
And it's easy to disconnect, fuel up.
There you go.
So it's quite good.
Yep.
Work before, work again.
And what sort of racks are these? Are these Triumph racks?
These are Triumph racks.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're Triumph, but they're Givy.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I bought these after I purchased the motorbike.
Yep.
And put them on. And yeah, they're okay. They're fine. They do the job.
And what bags are you running on these?
Okay, I've got saddle bags. I'm running anti-strap bags.
Oh, yep. Yep.
I've had them for a couple of years, and they work really well. So they've got the inner bag, so undo
pull
it,
the inners.
pull it out, big clips.
Yeah.
Pretty happy.
Do you know how many litres they are?
Not sure, Pete.
Yep.
I think they're called Expedition.
Yep.
So
they're fairly big bags,
they
aren't
are.
they?
They are sort of 35 litres.
Yeah.
Combined, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, at least 30 anyway.
Yeah, they'll fit a lot of stuff in.
Yep. So you'll be running the anti-strap pannier bags.
Yep.
What are you running on the back?
I've got I think it's a 50 litre Caribou.
Oh, yep.
What is it, Expedition or something? It's a dry bag,
Yeah.
duffel dry bag. So
Okay.
that's got all my camping stuff on it as well.
Yep.
And then I'll have a Helinox chair strapped here as well.
Yeah.
I've got a cargo net, and I'll have 11.4 litre giant loop fuel cell if I need it.
Fuel bladder, yep.
Fuel bladder.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my storage capacity there. On the front, on the protection bars, I've got a couple of ADV Works dry bags.
They're supposed to be pretty good bags. I'll be keen to have a look at those.
Yeah, and they're blue inside.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
you
can actually see stuff in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they'll hold tools and, puncture repair kits and compressors, probably, that sort of stuff out the front.
Yeah. Okay, and you got the Arai.
Yeah,
The
XD4.
XD4, beautiful looking helmet.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't complain with that one.
I was looking at those myself, but I don't have an Arai head. I've got a Shoei head.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
well, I worked that out. I got an Arai head.
Yeah, because the colours, the different colours you can get with the Arais are just bloody fantastic.
Yeah, not bad at all.
You can always get one to suit your bike. That goes well, particularly with the T700.
Oh, yeah.
And it's dark enough, to match this as well.
Yep.
I think that's about all as far as navigation goes. You've got you're running an XT Zumo.
No,
is that right?
mine's a Zumo, but it's a 590
That's right.
LM. So
Yeah,
it's
okay.
probably the older school ones.
Yeah.
But it is a motorcycle one.
Yeah.
So it's the biggest screen, and it sits in here, which is quite nice.
Yep.
And I've got the quad lock here for the phone,
Yep.
which I can hook into that, and things are Bluetoothed as well. So the Zumos.
TFT on that's massive.
Yeah, I can turn it on for you, Pete.
Jet fighter bloody buttons over there too.
Lit up at night.
Oh,
Yeah.
how good is that? Go.
Yeah, so you can
yeah,
change
look
the
at that.
format of the dash, but that's the way I like it. You can put your phone in a boot, and you can link it to the My Triumph app, and then you can split the screen to see your next turn. It doesn't show you the full map, just shows you the next turn, which is really not that exciting.
Wow. Oh mate, I'll definitely have to do a review on this as well at some stage.
Yes.
It's a beautiful bike. Okay, so the other thing is tyres. What are we doing there, buddy?
Tyres on the back, I've got the Motos Tractionator Adventure.
Yeah.
Look, I got them for longevity. Hopefully they can make the trip and back.
Yep.
So far I really like them. I think they do really well.
They're certainly a good looking tyre.
Yeah, and the front are the AX41 Bridgestone.
Oh, this is the Battle Axe.
Cadillac. Yeah.
This is what Chappie and Barry They love the old battle axe.
Yep, so far so good.
Yeah. They're not big, deep knobbies, but...
No, the rubber's a little bit softer, so
Yeah.
the back tyre will wear out quicker than the front. But yeah, I bought it purposely.
Yeah, Chappie was swearing by the battle axe.
Yep.
Where is it? There it is there. So that's going to be a real interesting thing on this trip, is how the tyres go, because I'll be, we're all sort of running different tyres, and it'll be good to compare how things go with that.
Yeah, I'm sort of keep an open mind and just see how it goes. But if it's 8,000 kilometres, I would hope I get somewhere near that.
Yeah.
But anyway, time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. If we're down on tyres, we can always stop somewhere and do a tyre change. But at this stage, we're planning to get up there and back with one set of tyres.
And one service.
And one service, exactly.
Yeah, just the air filter and, check over the bike chain, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully it all goes well.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was just going to carry a pre-filter with myself.
Yep.
And that'll just change halfway, but that's all we're going to do. So again, we'll play that by ear, but that's the initial plan.
Yes. Yep.
All right, Bob. Thanks heaps, mate.
No worries, Pete.
All right, you ready to go, Barry?
Right.
Have a look at this. Now, this Barry, how long have you had this bike?
I've had this for about 8 months.
8 months. Okay, wow. Super Adventure R. Have a look at this. Is a beautiful looking KTM. I love this because they've really gone white with this particular one, haven't they? More white.
This is all sticker kit.
Oh, is it?
And normally the blue you can see here.
Oh, okay. So this is a full. Oh, you can see it now. Now you look at it. Yeah.
Because I've had this because that's what it is.
Yeah, no, I love that. Anyway, check this out. Shout out to Nuts. You know who you are. Have a look at that. And you'll like this, Nuts. Nuts likes his 1290s. Anyway, so so predominantly it's a blue colour. I haven't seen these.
They're generally a blue orange. This bit here is white.
Yeah, yep. You can sort of just see the blue just under the sticker there. Wow. Well, so where'd you get the sticker kit from?
Got it out of the States.
Okay.
As you can tell, I fitted it myself. It's not real flash.
It looks pretty good. Yeah.
But,
wouldn't be easy.
Makes it a little bit different from everything else.
So let's just talk about this. So what's going on up the front here? That's your tank bag. We'll go with that. It's a smaller one. That just clips out.
Yep.
But let's go back to that. So what is it?
SW Motec.
Yep.
I've got another one that I'll take on the trip, a little bit bigger waterproof one.
Oh, okay. So this is not going on the trip?
It's just a day tripper.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
At the tank ring, you get a little thing up here that you can't put anything in.
You can put some sunnies in there.
Put a packet of chewies in there. Maybe.
Oh, that's all right. That's the.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
I fitted the damper.
Oh, yep.
I've had the suspension set up for myself and a bit of luggage.
Yep. So, so this is an XT.
That's the Garmin XT. Yep.
Yep.
That's my phone holder.
Your RAM mount. Yep.
Holder. I've changed the
gauges. Don't mind that.
Yeah, it's not a bad. It's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's in there.
Oh, I'm liking that because I'm not. I'm a little bit anti quad lock.
Oh yeah, they tend to vibrate a little bit.
But that's just
this
me.
Doesn't move at all. That's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And you've actually got a rubber strap. I haven't got it on there at the moment, but it comes up there and clips on there.
Yep.
So it holds it down. But it doesn't move.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
That's really good.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and some bloody GoPro mount there. Wow.
And I like the shorty levers better. So.
Yep. Are they standard?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, they're all right. Oh look, so you've got the Touratech crash bars on it. Yeah. You've also got up the front, just steady. You're saying they're only about $100, and you reckon they work really well?
Yeah, they do. They're awesome.
Yeah.
This is a clear screen, but I've plastic coated it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Wow. Set of pivot pegs.
Oh yep. Pivot pegs. Yeah, they're pretty good.
The bash plate from B&B in Ballarat.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
You've got to have a B&B bash plate. That's, yeah, huge. Goes all the way. Yeah, wow. And you've got the acro. Does it come standard with the acro on the
No.
Adventure? So it's an aftermarket as well.
Fitted that, and
Wow.
I drilled out all these
Yep.
and removed the carbon fibre to get the DB killers out,
Yep.
and then put it all back on.
Wow.
And it's yeah, sounds a whole lot nicer.
Well, I reckon. So what rack setup have you got?
So it's the SW Motec rack.
Yep.
So it's a click and turn.
Yep.
So the 4 points, click, 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 and then off it comes.
Oh, here. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's
1, 2, 3, and 4
4. Yep.
each side. So you can just take them all off
Yep.
in a turn of a screwdriver.
So you did that big trip with Chappie last year,
Yeah.
where you went for 6 weeks. What was it, 16,000 k or something, or more?
About that. Yeah.
And both you and Chappie were running. Did Chappie have the same?
Chappie's got the same.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you found that really handy. Just
Well,
to
they're good because if you stop over in, let's say, a motel or a cabin,
Yep.
you can just click, 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 take them in the room with you,
Yep.
rather than trying to dig everything out of your bags.
Yep.
And
Yeah. Excellent. Oh, well, good to see that set up when you've got it done. And how many litres are those? Do you know each side, or don't know?
I've got Krieger bags.
Yeah.
So I'm running a 30, a 32, and a 22.
Yep.
Um,
And what about at the back? What are you going to run at the back?
40 litre top bag.
Yep.
Krieger.
Yep.
So that'll house all my tent, mattress, sleeping bag, pillow, and chair.
Yep.
And clothes and a little bit of cooking stuff and a few other items, and that's about all I need.
Yep. So okay, and your helmet. What about your helmet? What do you got there? Climb, Climb or climb?
Climb.
Climb.
The Krios. Pro.
Oh yeah.
Krios Pro.
Is that carbon fibre?
Carbon fibre with
These
the
are as light as buggery.
they are. It's got the new I can't think what they call that stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
Coroid.
That's it. Yeah. Krios. Oh no. So was it? Oh yeah. You can see that. That's their bloody
The Coroid
signature.
Yeah.
Bloody cushioning inside the helmet or something.
Makes it a whole lot lighter and
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, no, it's a comfy helmet.
No, I really like these. These were good. Probably the only thing that turned me off these was how many clicks has that got? It's only got about 3.
2, 3.
Yeah, it's about
And then
3, which
1, 2, 3.
yeah, and that was the sticking point for me.
Yep.
I didn't like it, but other than that, I couldn't fault the helmet.
Yeah.
You know, with I've got the the Shoei Hornet. It's got about 7 clicks in it. You know, so you can, but that one was sort of like up, closed, or one in the middle. But other than that, beautiful, fit really well, really comfy, and lightweight. The weight of it was just fantastic. Yeah. I think that's about all, Barry. But yeah, glad to have you along, mate.
Yeah, glad to be along.
And last year you didn't get the opportunity to go to Cape York.
No.
Yeah, so you didn't get to go to Cape York. So this time?
This time I'll get to go to the top and back, and that'll complete that trip. And
so what was the story there? How come you didn't get to... Chappie went there, but you didn't?
I had an off.
Yep.
And damaged my foot, so I stayed back at a mate's place in Cairns for the week and got myself better.
Yep.
And caught up with Chappie on the way back, and then we headed across to Darwin, across the top, and then back home down through the centre.
Yeah. So so while you healed, Chappie did the Cape and back. So this time you'll get to do the Cape as well. So yeah, that's fantastic. And okay, so the other thing was, why did you ditch the T7 for this big bad boy? What was what was your thinking there?
Nothing against the T7. I enjoyed riding the T7.
Yep.
Probably just a couple of things I found in the heavy sand and the heavier going, it was a bit top heavy.
Yep.
And on the open roads on the bigger run days, I just found it just struggled a little bit with a lot of weight on it.
Yep.
And coming back and buying this bike, I was a little bit dubious on this one, but the weight of this thing down low, it just feels like you're riding a dirt bike.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
It's got beautiful suspension, haven't they, these things?
Absolutely.
They're really sorted out. Because you were initially thinking about an Africa Twin.
I'd actually ordered an Africa Twin.
Yep.
In black.
Yep.
And Honda rang me a week before it was due in and told me I couldn't have it because they weren't bringing any black ones into the country, and I didn't want a white one. So
Yep.
yeah.
So they said, bad luck Honda, I'm going orange. Yeah. Yep. Oh well, that sorted that out. All right, thanks Barry.
No worries, thanks Pete.
All right, cheers. Okay guys, we'll just have a quick look at my setup and we'll go through that. So yeah, obviously Trevor, the T700, and this is pretty close to how I'm going to be travelling. Backpack down there, I've got Barrett bags, I've got Barrett racks, so these are what I run on the DR650 as well. So yeah, it's a Barrett duffel bag at the back here. So they're 30 litre bags and they've got 22 litre inserts in them, so you can put all your stuff in the inserts, open up the top, pull the insert out and away you go. So I like that about that. Also I've got two Giant Loop 7.6 litre fuel bladders, and they're just strapped down with some Oxford cargo nets and a few Ocky straps, you can see those there. I'm running a rock strap on the bag here, still waiting on a couple more rock straps to come, and I won't be running the gotcha straps, I'll have them as a backup, but the rock strap seem to work really well. Again, I'll be getting rid of this Ocky strap, not really happy with that setup. I'm just trialling a rock strap on the side. This one, it just holds them up and they're just really easy to use. Yeah, so the tank bag just running, this is all I've got, is a BMW tank bag. This was initially bought when I had I've still got the little GS 310, so I was running that on the 310, so that's just sort of been my tank bag that I use. Up the front I've got Kriegers. These are I think they're 5 litre Krieger bags, just hanging off the crash bars. So yeah, they're excellent. I'll have on the left hand side, this will be my rain gear in that, and just a little toolkit and a few odds and bobs in there that I need to get to quickly. Still running the Shui helmet. There's the camera on the side, so that's all that I'm doing there. Like I said, there's my backpack as well. It's got a bit of lamb's wool on the seat there. And as far as navigation goes, yeah, I've just got this little E-Trex here, brand new E-Trex 32X. More so for geocaching, which is what I do, but will help out with the navigation as well. And paper maps. I'll be running paper maps most of the time for my navigation. Prefer the maps. Just a lot. I can just get a bigger picture looking at a paper map. So yeah, that's how I'll be running. And that way, I'm just trying to keep it simple up here. I don't want to be distracted with a lot of electronics and navigation gear. I just want to enjoy the ride, focus on the ride, and just be in the moment. But this all works well. I can sit in there, my backpack sits on top of there on my back so it doesn't get in the way. So I was just trialling all this just to see what it's like. There's a lot of weight there, but the bike seems to be handling it okay. But yeah, very easy to use these. They're really good, the Giant Loop fuel bladders. Anyway, that's my quick look at my setup anyway. That's enough of looking at the bikes, guys. We'll go over and see the boys, and we'll head on and go and have a little bit more of a ride.